Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor here at Wyzant answering a question submitted by a student. This is a classic question from Algebra 2 where we have a polynomial and it's a fourth degree polynomial, x to the fourth minus 3x cubed minus 2x squared minus 6x minus 8. The rational zeros you would have learned is the factors of this constant divided by the factors of the leading coefficient, which is 1. So it's going to be plus or minus 8 over 1, plus or minus 4 over 1, plus or minus 2 over 1, and plus or minus 1 over 1. So I'm going to give you a hint of where to start. I always like to start with 1 because it's really easy to plug in. And you can either start with 1 or negative 1. It doesn't matter. I think if you start with positive 1, you see right away you get a negative value here. You're not going to get 0. It's negative 3, negative 2, negative 6. So that's negative 11, negative 19. That's positive 1's not going to work, but negative 1 might work. And because that becomes a positive 3 and a positive 6, which is 9 minus 2, 7 plus 1 is 8. So 8 minus 8 is 0. So that will work. So let's go ahead with this one, and we're going to use synthetic division and set that up. So 1 is going to be our 0, so we put a 1 here. And we put the coefficients up here. Negative 2, negative 6, negative 8. And we bring down the leading 1 here. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 2. Negative 2 here. Negative 4. Negative 4 here. I made a mistake. 1 second. 1 minus 3 minus 2 minus 6 minus 8. Yeah, minus 3 minus 6. Okay, 1, 1. Negative 2, negative 2. Negative 10, and then 10, 2. So, oh, negative 1. I'm really sorry. Negative 1. Let's do this again. That's why I used 1 instead of negative 1. Okay. Well, we can test. We just tested 1. Now we'll test negative 1. Anyway, so this comes down. This becomes negative 1. And then this becomes negative 4. Erase these others so they don't get us confused. Okay. This becomes positive 4, becomes positive 2, becomes negative 2, becomes negative 8, becomes 8, and no remainder. So we've tested 1 and negative 1, so these are out. And it's really just a matter of luck as to which the other ones might or might not be. We're still left with a third degree polynomial that's really not going to be so easy to work with. But I don't know. We might be able to work with it. Let's just take a quick look and see how hard it would be to work with it. So this is going to be x to x cubed minus 4x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Let's see. let's try grouping here. So we're going to take out x squared, and that's going to give me x minus 4 here, minus 2 times x plus 4. So it doesn't factor. We just missed it by a hair. X cubed minus, okay, x cubed minus 4x. Oh, this is a plus 2. Here we go. So plus 2. It does factor. Okay, that's nice. That's a plus 2 minus 4. So it's x squared plus 2 times x minus 4 equals 0. So that gives us another x squared plus 2 equals 0. And then x minus 4 equals 0. So this on the right gives us x equals 4. And on the left, this is going to give us x squared equals negative 2, which is impossible. These are imaginary roots, imaginary zeros. We're not being asked to deal with imaginary numbers, so we can ignore this. You can solve this using I, but we're not being asked to do that. So to answer the question, the comma-separated list of rational zeros would be 0, 4. That's our comma-separated list, and that's all we need to deal with. We don't have to deal with these two imaginary answers. Altogether, you want 4 answers or 4 zeros, and we do. We have 4 of them. We have 2 rational, real zeros, and then we have these 2 in here that are imaginary. Okay, so that's it for this one. I'm glad this factored. It's a lot easier and faster to do it this way than it is to keep poking around on your list here trying to find one that'll work. So whoever made up this problem was being a little bit generous. Sometimes you have to actually, grind your way all the way through this list to get the answer, assuming you're not allowed a calculator. Okay, so that's it for this. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.